5 right? I'm going to redraw.
Redraw 4.
3. No VR. So Roxy can decide who can go first. Who's
I'll go
going
first.
Okay.
Stand up,
Vanguard.
Blue bubble Jackal Kid.
Machining worker ends.
Draw. Alright, Blue Wings of Empathy Macarios. Starter skill draw. I add my turn.
Draw. Riding more Captain Butterfly Officer. Starter skill draw. Get a quick shield. 6,000. Oh no. 1 to pass.
No god.
Drive check. Then so it's not 30.
Draw. Right, Genius.
If I hit right, Gallus will be in the area zone.
9,000 to a Vanguard.
No gun.
Drive check, draw, trigger, power to my Vanguard.
Double check critical trigger, all effects.
I add my turn.
Standard draw. Riding Machining Mantis. I use Mantis skill, counter last one, look at top 6 cards. Can add a grade 3 to my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Gunningcoleo. Vanguard gets 6,000 power. Spear attack mutant Megacolony. 9,000 Vanguard. 5k card.
Let me check. Critical Odds Vanguard.
There's one trigger pass, 15k
pass.
Vanguard. Draw trigger, power Vanguard draw.
No trigger.
That's it.
Stand and draw. Alright, last card Revonn. Let's sell 2. Draw. I call Blue Wings of Faith Basila skill. Last one.
Faith.
I add failures to my hand.
Huge.
Call Fort Fester Dragon. Shimeon. Darius. Macarios and Metros.
Wow.
Vanguard skill, minus 5,000 power from my Vanguard. All the skills are active because I have 5 Blue Sweetness.
Yep.
So this one gets 10,000 power. And you cannot target any of my real cards.
Okay.
So 18,000 to your Vanguard.
20k card. Sorry, 15.
Yeah.
15k card.
26,000 to your Vanguard.
Also the same.
The Vanguard is for this.
25k card.
Yeah.
In the case no guard, let me check. Comment.
27,000 to your Vanguard. Where is it? No, 22,000 to your Vanguard.
Heal guard.
Yes.
No guard, let me check. Draw trigger. Power Vanguard, draw 1 card.
27,000 to your Vanguard.
And at 14.
Yeah.
Protect guard. Discard quick shield.
First check. Second check. Third check. No trigger. Well done.
My turn. Hand says
7.
big. Stand draw. Riding Unrivaled Blade Road, side armor 2. Get protect 1. I will call Hiding Killer Leaf. Okay, I'll just do it like that. Megacolony attacks your Vanguard. Skill. When it attacks the Vanguard, it gets 2,000 power for each of the rested rear cards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 21,000 Meg. 10k card.
Go.
Cyclometer attacks your Vanguard. Skill counter blast 1, soul blast 1. You put a top card of the deck into your drop zone. Grade 1 and grade 2 gets +1 critical. 22,000 double crit Vanguard. Like that.
No, it's fine.
Twin drive. First check. Second check. No trigger. Killer Ling attacks your Vanguard. Skill counter +1, soul +1. Put the top card of the deck into your drop zone, grade 1 or greater. Okay. 19k Vanguard.
But
Awesome.
stand and draw. Alright, last card Revonn. Exile 2, draw. Corgelius. Vanguard skill, minus 5,000 from your Vanguard.
Oh no.
18,000 to your Vanguard.
10k guard.
Trigger guard.
Trigger guard.
Your Vanguard
18.
7.
That's 18. The lowest.
Yes.
I don't guard. Damage check. No trigger.
19,000.
Also the same guard.
Yeah.
Killer Leaf intercepts. Guard with melee.
This is 26,000.
No guard. Damage check. Heal trigger. Power Vanguard. Heal.
Revonn attacks 27,000 power double critical. Skill of Gallius.
Of Gallius. I'm at
17.
17. So 17. You are 22.
27.
27. 20k
25k plus.
and 5k plus. Protect 1. Discarding Cycloneer Tooth.
First check. Second check. Third check.
Waste of perfect guards.
22,000.
I am at 17. 5k. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
How much is this?
19. You can't hit your Vanguard.
10k God.
Wait, no, it'll be 5k guard. Your Vanguard 17.
Oh. Will it be? Guards.
5k guard.
Then this
Your
guards.
turn.
Stand and draw. Hand size.
6.
Okay, alright. True Demonic Rifle Rogue Gunningcoleo. Protect 1. I'll first activate Cycloneer 2 skill. When rolled upon, you discard 1 card. My Vanguard will get 5,000 power for each grade of that card. Grade plus 15k. Vanguard skill, near the top card. You cannot. Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Just plus 5k, plus 1 drive. I use my Vanguard skill. The special soul buzz is grade 3. You cannot guard with the top card of the deck. Grade 0s for this turn. Hiding Killer Leaf. Small Captain Butterfly Officer. Skill Rest. You can choose one of my rare guys gets plus 10,000. And my turn goes to me, so choose Killer Leaf. Killer Leaf attack first. Skill counter +1, soul +1. Gets plus 10,000 and you mirror the top card. If it's grade 1 greater, I can draw 1 card. It's not. So you got it. 29. Heal up. Okay. Vanguard attack.
I intercept with Vanguard instead.
Okay. Man, it's a catch. Not from the setting.
Oh,
So, Vanguard attacks.
no guard.
32. Triple drive. Critical trigger. Crit with Vanguard, power rail.
Draw trigger. Powers of Vanguard.
So, crit 3.
No trigger.
Hand size.
4.
This is trigger effects here. So, 19 plus 2, 4, 6, 8.
31.
31,000 Vanguard.
10k guard. Now I'm just coming.
Okay. Then I'm going to turn. So, charge and counter charge. That's it.
Stand and draw. Right, last card Revonn. Exile 2, draw. Call Genius. Vanguard skill, minus 5,000 power from your Vanguard.
Yes, GG.
It doesn't get plus 10k, it only gets plus 5k.
Okay.
12,000 to your Vanguard.
5k. Oh no, 10k.
Yeah.
This is
Oh, it will be 19.
15k.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4 more attacks. 1. Vanguard, Phantom Black.
18,000.
15k, right?
Yes.
Good.
19,000.
15k. Heal.
You sure I don't want to take? Okay. 19. My Vanguard is double crit, you know.
Oh, yeah, Mega's never good.
Then, okay.
You have a higher attacker, right? This guy.
19,000 to your Vanguard.
How much is he?
It's
22.
22. But he'll just
25
carry
kilo.
stand.
Oh,
So do you want to take for earlier color?
doesn't matter. No god.
Okay. 27,000 double crit skill.
So we gotta heal. Protect 1. Scar protect.
Draw. Power. Heal.
Oh my name.
Power to.
Wow. I need double heals.
Galius. 12,000 to your Vanguard.
No god, let me check. Alright, that's the end of the round 2. Thank you guys for watching. Bye guys. We're back for the last round. This time I can decide who goes first. I'm going first.
Draw 3.
Draw 1. Shall we draw more? Going first, right? Okay, stand up, Vanguard. Shining Walker ends.
Low bubble drop.
Draw. Riding Machine Hornets. Starter skill draw. Also.
Draw. Alright. Blue Wings of Empathy Macaros. Starter skill draw, and I get a quick shield. $8,000 to your Vanguard.
No god.
Draw, check, no trigger.
Critical. Trigger.
I like my turn.
Draw. Riding. Well dressed mutant Aqua Bug. Call. Machine Hornet. 16,000 Vanguard.
No god.
Drive check. Stack Beetle.
Let me check critical.
I use Hornet skill. Look at top 6 cards. Add a grade 3 to my hand. True Demonic Rifle Roll Gunningcoleo. Skill of Hornet, Soul Charge. Your turn.
Stand and draw. Alright, failures. Call Blue Wings of Fate Bacilla skill. I shimmy onto my hand. Call Galius, Shimmeron, and Mitchell's. Mitchell's gets plus 5,000 power.
Okay.
23,000 to your Vanguard.
Wow, so high. No god. No trigger.
Vanguard attack 16,000 to your Vanguard.
No god.
Draw and check, no trigger.
No trigger.
Galius gets 5,000 power since I have 4 more rested rear guards, so 14,000 to your Vanguard.
Oh, that kid.
I am my turn.
Stand and draw. Right. True Demonic Rifle or Gunningcoleo. Protect 1. Skill, put a top card of deck to drop zone. Gets 5000 power and +1 drive. Call Machining Stat Beetle. Skill, super call 2 cards from my soul. Call Stealth Millipede. 17 triple crit Vanguard. Triple drive.
No go.
First, second, third check. Heal trigger. Power ray got heal.
Critical auto Vanguard.
12 plus 7 is 19. $22,000 shield. Simeon. What's up?
Stand. And draw. Right, last card Revonn. That's out 2. Draw. Call Fox Vessel. Simeon. Basilisk skill. I am failures to nothing.
Okay.
Then the skill minus 5000 from the Vanguard.
7.
$23,000 to Vanguard.
Hugo.
Yeah.
22.
22, 21.
21. Yoga. Draw trigger. Power Vanguard. Draw 1 card.
21,000 to Vanguard.
I'm at 17, so 10k guard. Butterfly Officer Guns.
Vanguard attacks at 5 or more rested regards plus 15k plus 1 drive. 27.
27. Hugo. For 2 pass.
Yes.
Hugo for 2 pass. 2 pass.
First check. Second check critical. Power Vanguard critical.
Okay.
No sure. So this is 22,000 to Vanguard.
Double crit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Phantom Black cards.
That's one.
Stand and draw. Right, Machining Stat Beetle. Protect 1. Skill, because you record 2 cards from your soul. Up to 2 cards. I'll just call 1. Rest. Call. This will attack a Vanguard. Skill, coming last 1, soul plus 1. Mill the top card. If it's a grade 1 greater, it's not. 16 plus 10, 26k. Trigger. Okay, skill. So charge, counter charge. Oh, my Vanguard gets plus 8k. 28k Vanguard.
Two pass.
First check. Second check. No trigger. What's up?
Stand. Draw. All the colors. Vanguard skill minus 5,000 for my Vanguard. $23,000 to our Vanguard.
Trigger, Hugo. Hugo. No gut. Let me check. No trigger.
22,000 to our Vanguard.
Also a Hugo. No gun.
Tap.
No trigger.
Vanguard 27,000.
Protect 1. I discard. Hiding Killer Leaf.
First check. Second check. Third check, no trigger. 22.
Intercept Vanguard.
Pton.
Stand and drop. Oh, this is really bad. Alright. Unrivaled Blade Rogue Cyclonotooth. Protect 1. Call Machining Mantis skill. Counter blast to the top 6. Adding Gunningcoleo to my hand. Okay. Mantis gets plus 6,000 power. Just attack the Vanguard. Skill counter blast 1, so blast 1. Near the top cut. 19,000 Vanguard.
No gun finish check, no trigger.
20. Skill counter blast 1, so blast 1. Near the top cut. Plus 10, plus 1 crit. It's very noisy outside. 30k triple crit. Double crit Vanguard. Check. Second check. All my twin drives have no trigger.
No trigger drive.
Yeah. 17 plus 6
23.
Vanguard. Trigger gun. Okay, bottom.
Stand. Draw. Call. Feathers. Menstrual
Oh, sorry,
skills
sorry.
plus.
Did my Vanguard hit? No.
No.
Is this hit? No, right.
Plus 10,000. 17,000
Oh, Vanguard skill?
to your Vanguard. Oh,
Yeah.
minus 5,000.
Okay.
17,000 to your Vanguard skill.
How much gun? 20.
Yeah. Trigger. 17,000.
Oh, 17.
Just now was Scatters, that's why you gain power. But this one doesn't.
Gun.
This is 18, 28,000 to your Vanguard.
20. 5k gun.
Yeah.
Protect 1, discarding Gunningcoleo.
9,000 to your Vanguard.
Intercept with Mantis.
27,000 to your Vanguard.
How much is this? 27.
22.
Protect 1, discard Millipede.
First check. Second check. Third check.
Okay.
22,000 to your Vanguard. Trigger.
Trigger gun.
Pton.
Stand and draw. Wow, it's a lucky heal! Right. True Demonic Rifle Gunningcoleo. Protect 1. Skill. You discard 1 card from your hand. The Vanguard gets 5,000 power for each crit. Plus 15,000.
That's what we do.
Plus 10,000. Call. Oh, then you mill 1 card from your Vanguard skill. It gets 5,000 plus 1 drive. Call Brawny Jerk. I use Jerk skill. So plus 1. Mill the top card. I don't get a soul charge. You get 6k. Vanguard skill, so plus 1, you cannot go with that crit. Zeros. Don't think you have crazy moves.
No triggers.
Vanguard takes 25. Triple drive.
How much is this?
9,000.
How much is that?
16 plus 5. Sorry, 16 plus 6. So it's 22. Oh, it's magic. Go number.
Your Vanguard is
25. On hit skill.
32, 37.
2 pass.
2 pass.
Triple drive first. Draw trigger. I'll draw 1 card. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The deck has 16 triggers. You got for 2 to pass. I'll give it power here. Third check, no trigger. This is only 19,000 Vanguard. Okay. I guess it's game over here. 16 plus 6, 22. Yeah, just 22k Vanguard. 1 hit skill. Huge trigger. Add Gunningcoleo to my hand. That's it.
Stand. And draw.
Okay, it's GG. Vanguard. Philos can restand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Vanguard skill.
Minus 5,000 from Vanguard. 17,000 to Vanguard.
Trigger guard.
Yes.
The second guard.
28,000 to Vanguard.
25k guard.
Yes.
Missing 5k. Guess it's game over. Let me check. No trade. Right, that's the end of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed the best of 3 between Megacolony, Gunningcoleo, and Revonn. Bye, guys. Alright, guys, and that is the end of the best of 3 between my Megacolony and Roxy's Aqua Force deck. So I was using my Megacolony Mill deck, Gunningcoleo deck, whereas Roxy was using her Aqua Force Blue Wings Revonn deck that we did that profile of last week. This video showed the last 2 rounds of this best of 3, and for both rounds, Roxy was the victor. Alright, so for round 2, which is the first round of this video, Roxy went first, and Revonn going first is basically what you would expect. So she was able to rush me very early on her first grade 3 turn because I was only a grade 2 and my Vanguard's power was 4,000 after Revonn's reduction. So made things really hard to guard. And unlike the first round, I did not check into any damage triggers until I was at 3 damage, and in the end I was even forced to have to use up a PG before I even reached my grade 3 turn. So that really took out a lot of cards from my hand and gave Roxy a very good start for that round. So Roxy also managed to keep her damage really low by perfect guarding my 2 crit Cyclometer with attack, so she was really lucky to have that early PG in her hand, right, to protect her. And then the next turn she went into her second Revonn, right? So she did manage to draw into a second Revonn, which made the game much more difficult to win. So I did survive, however, due to protect 1, and I went into Gunningcoleo, and with Gunningcoleo's ability, I made her not be able to guard with grade 0s for the entire turn. However, the thing was that Roxy actually did not have much grade 0s in her hand anyways, and this guard restrict was almost non-existent, right? Since she was also at 2 damage, and she could just take all of my attacks if I don't check any crits. In the end, Roxy rolled into a third Revonn, right? She survived my turn, she rolled into a third Revonn on the next turn, and combined with a double Gallia's restand as well as check into a heal trigger, she managed to close the game. So her Blue Wings Revonn deck basically wants to check heal triggers because then it will allow her to restand all her Blue Wings units on the field, and pretty much for that turn, after her Vanguard attacked, everything was standing. All of her rear guards were standing up and ready to attack once more. I definitely couldn't guard that kind of assault, right? I think she could have done 9 attacks or something during that turn. It was quite insane. So I obviously wasn't able to guard that, and that was basically game for round 2, or rather round 1 for this video, but round 2 in the best of 3. For the next round, I went first. However, I think for this round my early game was super weak compared to Roxy, right? However, for this game, my early game was super weak compared to Roxy, who rushed me on her grade 2 turn and pushed me to 3 damage before I even rode to grade 3. I did try to do as much damage as I could on the next turn. However, my units were not hitting for high numbers compared to Roxy's, and everything was just really easily guarded, right, by Roxy. So once again, Roxy was able to go into Revonn for this round as well, and she called on a whole bunch of like high hitter cards like Fort Vessel Dragon, Macarios, things like that, and things were just once again really difficult to guard. So I did survive though, and because I ran out of Gunningcoleos in my head, I did not draw into a second Gunningcoleo. I had to write into Machining Stack Beetle just because I wanted to protect one to guard against a potential double crit of Revonn next turn, right? So I did go into the Stack Beetle, but the thing about Stack Beetle is that it's just not that good of a Vanguard, and it did not do much for that turn. It did give me a field, but everything was rested and things were easy to guard. So what happened was that the game went back and forth for this round, with me riding pretty much every single grade 3 in my deck, right? I did ride into Cyclomatooth, I did ride into Stack Beetle, and finally I did ride into the Gunningcoleo. So I used Gunningcoleo's second ability to mill a grade 0, so that meant that Roxy wasn't able to guard with grade 0s for the entire turn. But just like the previous round, Roxy's hand did not actually consist of a lot of grade 0s, so this ability did not really affect her guarding much. She made it into a final turn, which I could have guarded, but because she had a restander on the field, Phalos, alright, which demanded 5k more shield, and just nice I was missing 5k shield from my hand. So in the end, I wasn't able to guard and had to take damage. I did not check any heals, and that was game. So the winner once again is Roxy for this best of 3 with her Revonn Aqua Force deck. Overall, I feel like the games were actually pretty draggy and pretty back and forth. So Megacolony, I feel, especially the Gunningcoleo build, which can plus quite a bit, does have the hand size to block the attacks. However, what the deck lacks is finishing power, right? So the finishing power wasn't there. My attacks did not hit for very high numbers, and everything was just pretty luck based, depending on what Roxy milled. So a lot of my cards will become live, right, when Roxy mills grade 1s or greater. But the thing was, I just kept on milling triggers, and so I wasn't able to get like free cards with Hiding Killer Leaf. I wasn't able to get double crits with Cyclomatooth every time. Even though I did make Roxy lose out on damage triggers, stuff like that, but sometimes I really wanted my skills to activate, and then they don't activate fully. Another thing is that with the nature of Roxy's Blue Wings Revonn deck, as the game goes on, it gets the more of an advantage that her deck will have, right? Because she's able to maintain a large field size, and combined with Revonn's easy skill to minus the opponent's Vanguard by 5k, it just makes it really hard to guard against their turns. And I think another thing to mention will be Basilia, right? Basilia really helped Roxy to deck thin and get out, attackers from a deck, get out normal units from a deck, basically other Blue Wings units to try to fill a field every time. And Fort Vessel also was another problem card, hitting for 22k consistently against my 7k Vanguards, which made it basically I have to go with like 20k shield for each of his attack, and obviously I will not have that many heal triggers on my hand, so it was really hard to guard for Fort Vessel Dragon, and not to mention the restanders, right? Those are just obvious. So all in all, Revonn was just much stronger than Gunningcoleo, and without rearguard controls, Gunningcoleo was not able to stand up to Aqua Force. However, with the new Creator Marker, with the new Gridora stuff coming out very soon, I think next month or something, the end of next month, the Creator Marker playstyle will definitely hinder Aqua Force a little bit, right? Because it's rearguard control, it makes their rearguards lose abilities, power goes down to 0, things like that. And it may actually make Megacolony more playable in this matchup. So I'm excited to see how the game will unfold itself once Gridora comes in. But for now, this is what I have. And nonetheless, I still hope you guys enjoyed this best of 3 between my my Megacolony Gunningcoleo deck and Roxy's Aqua Force Blue Wings Revonn deck. Hope the video was entertaining, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.